Speaker, I present the budget for 25-26.
It's budget day in India.
Welcome to India Business Hour. On budget day, I'm Shireen.
Big day, all set for it.
India today is special on the big B day or the big budget
Whenever there's
day.
a new budget, there's noise in the media and there's noise in the newsrooms. People come and discuss. There's heavy information overload. They talk about things and use jargons that we don't understand. And
if the consumption grows,
audacious and positive statement in the budget is the
Fiscal deficit.
And India is driven by its salaried middle class.
in the midst of all of this noise, we end up missing on things or trying to understand what exactly are the points that matter to us or that impact us. So in this video, let's try to understand those 2-3 important takeaways that matter to us, the salaried working middle class.
Now happy to announce that there will be no income tax payable up to income of 12 lakh rupees.
The biggest headline and good news for all of us is that the people whose income is up to less than or up to rupees 12 lakhs will not be subjected to income tax. For salaried employees, with an additional deduction of rupees 75,000, this number would change to rupees 12,75,000. But one important thing to remember about this is that this is applicable only if you are paying your income tax as per the new regime. This does not apply to the old regime, and the tax slabs in the old regime have also not been revised. There's a small point to remember. If your income is above rupees 12 lakhs, let's say that you're earning 13 lakhs, then you will be subjected to income tax. And then the new rates come into force. So if you see that there's now a slab from 0 to 4, 4 to 8, and 8 to 12. And immediately as I show you the rates, the question that will pop in your head is that you just said that there's no income tax if you're earning less than rupees 12 lakhs, then how come there's a bracket, then how come there's a slab for 0 to 4, 4 to 8, and 8 to 12? What happened is that the government has introduced a rebate, which means that if you're earning less than rupees 12 lakhs, you would get a rebate. If your income is 12 lakhs or less than that, you would get a rebate of 60,000 rupees. So making your net tax payable zero. The moment your income crosses 12 lakhs, the new rates will be applicable and the income tax would be computed accordingly. Even in that case, you would now take the benefit of the new slabs.
Slabs and rates are being changed across the board to benefit all taxpayers.
Which means that, let's say, if you are someone who is earning around 20 lakhs, if I'm not wrong, earlier your total tax payable would have been 2.9 lakhs, but now it's only 20 lakhs, so saving you rupees 90,000. 2.9 lakhs, the guy paid 2.9 lakhs. Okay, but now you will be saving rupees 90,000. And there's an important caveat here, and there's an important point to note, that this revision and these new rates will not be applicable to your capital gains. So
Average income of 1 lakh per month other than the special rate income such as capital gains.
You will still be subjected to a straight tax of 20% if it's a short-term capital gains and 12.5% if it's a long-term capital gains. Let's say that your income is rupees 9 lakhs and you had a short-term capital gain from a sale of equity of rupees 3 lakhs, then the 9 lakhs would be treated separately and the 3 lakhs would be treated separately. So in a way, the government is giving money to the middle class. It's allowing people to have access to more money. So the immediate question that might pop in your mind is, why is the government doing? Why is the government giving more money to its public? So what happened is, earlier last week, RBI released a circular saying that they are going to infuse more money into the market. They are going to infuse money around 1,50,000 crores, 1.5 lakh crores into the market to enhance the liquidity. So what happened is, because of inflation, middle class was not actually spending much. So the government wanted to address this problem. So basically, the RBI is infusing money into the market to enhance the consumption and address the demand problem. So Indians are not spending much. So the pattern here is, the government wants people to spend more.
The new structure will substantially reduce the taxes of the middle class and leave more money in their hands, boosting household consumption, savings and investment.
So what happens is the government, the RBI, when it says that it's infusing money, it will not infuse money directly. So if you look at the graph I'm drawing, the government will allow banks to lend more, banks will have access to more money, and banks will lend more to private enterprises and businesses. So what happens when they have access to more credit? They'll hire more. So once they start hiring more and more people will join the workforce, and more people will start spending, which will automatically address the demand and the consumption problem. Tax collected at source, which is exact opposite of TDS. There are certain cases where the government actually collects tax from the person who's spending. So if you are someone who took an educational loan from a financial institution and is moving abroad to pursue your higher studies, the government has waived off TCS. And another one good to know point, the government has maintained fiscal discipline. Fiscal deficit is the difference between the total expenditure made by the government minus the total receipts of the government, excluding borrowings. The government has outperformed the target they have set for themselves. The fiscal deficit target the government set for itself was around 4.9% of GDP last year, but they actually outperformed and brought the fiscal deficit down to 4.8%, which is good news because the fiscal deficit is down from 9.2%. I'll check this before I commit. Yeah, 9.2% during the pandemic. You can check the graphic. So the government is maintaining financial prudence. This is a good news and something we are supposed to know. So yeah, that should do. What are your thoughts about the budget? Where do you think the government is right and where do you think the government is wrong? If you have any doubts, also do comment in. If I can clarify, I'll try my best, and if I cannot, I'll let you know that I can't. I have no expertise in answering that question. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. We'll talk more on the topics of finance, tech, and career growth. In a way, those topics that will help us build the lives we want. So this is D.S.S.R.Anirudh once again signing off.